The king had 3 sons, all strong and brave. But when it came time to choose an heir, he bypassed his own blood to favor a mute servant who had lived in the shadows for 20 years. The kingdom was in an uproar, until the servant finally opened his mouth to speak. King Zubi was old and wise. One day he gathered the princes and the royal court. "My time on the throne is coming to an end," he said. "To the son who brings me the most valuable treasure in 30 days, the crown shall go." The first son traveled across the kingdom and returned with chests overflowing with gold. The second son journeyed to distant lands and brought rare spices and jewels from the east. The third son brought a legendary sword, said to cut through stone itself. Throughout it all, Kofi the silent servants simply swept the palace floors and watched quietly. On the final day, the princes gathered proudly before the king. When they saw Kofi standing nearby, they burst into laughter. "What do you have to offer, silent one?" they mocked. "A bucket of dirty water." Kofi stepped forward, slowly. In his hands was nothing but a small clay bowl. The court erupted with laughter again. But King Zubi raised his hand for silence. "Let him present his treasure," the king said. Kofi knelt before the king and placed the bowl on the floor. Inside was a handful of simple seeds. For the first time in 20 years, Kofi spoke. "These seeds are for the future," he said calmly. "Gold feeds pride. Spices feed pleasure. Weapons feed war. But seeds feed a kingdom." The court fell silent. King Zubi stood slowly and smiled. "For 20 years," he said, "Kofi was never mute. He was listening. While my sons chased wealth and power, he learned the true needs of the people." Then the king placed the royal crown upon Kofi's head, and the kingdom learned that true leadership is not about riches or strength, but wisdom, patience, and care for the future.